Hey guys, so somebody's playing with something outside. It is the 5th of January and it is a Friday, and so tomorrow's the weekend, and I've literally only been back at school for like 2 days. So that's the jackpot. Like, doing that is just fine. But apart from that, I've got the vlog uploading. It's wanting to cooperate today. Whoa, the mouse is just going like crazy. Do not do that. Why isn't this charging? Why aren't you charging? Are you not plugged in? I don't think it's plugged in right. It wasn't plugged in right, that's why. Now it's charging. But this TV is dead. It does not work anymore. I can't even get onto Netflix or YouTube or anything without it cutting out, and which is sad. But apart from that, I want to say just got back, but I haven't. I got back, to be honest, about 15 minutes ago from youth. That was kind of fun. Just kind of hang about. You may also notice I've got a lot on my hand. That was literally just lessons, what to do for the homework. I have to talk to a teacher, and then there's one at the bottom, which today I had maths, so period 2, and what happened was, at the end of the lesson, luckily I didn't need to be anywhere. It was break after period 2, because it's break after period 2, lunch after period 4, and then home time after period 5. Well, you go home after period 5, basically. It's the end of the day after period 5. And so what happened was, so it was the end of period 2. I was the only one left in the classroom. I had people waiting outside for me, and I decided to delay them a little bit by asking my maths teacher this little thing that was in Young Sheldon in the first episode, that Mary Cooper, Sheldon's mum, basically goes on, I can't homeschool him because he's doing Euclidean something. Then the maths teacher turns and said, Euclidean geometry. And guess where I learned that? From him, of course. And so I wanted to ask my teacher, what is Euclidean geometry? Because I don't know how to spell it. Because I don't think that's how you spell it. So it wouldn't come up on Google. So I just asked my who was the nearest source of person I could get it from. And I was like, sir, what's Euclidean geometry? And he just turned to the whiteboard and was like, that's Euclidean geometry. And I was like, we've been doing Euclidean geometry and you haven't told us. And he was like, I didn't think you needed to. It was like, where did you get that? And then this kid standing at the door was like, oh, it's off the Big Bang Theory. And I was like, no, it's off Young Sheldon. There's a difference. But he was like, oh, what's the difference? And I was like, Big Bang is a group of 7 people. Young Sheldon is based off of one of those people when he's 9 years old. Sorry, I hate it when people do that. But so yeah, it was just. And I was like, oh, this 9-year-old boy ends up going into like, and he explains to his teacher what Euclidean geometry is, and the 9th graders don't even get it. And I don't know if he knew what story, because of course it is an American TV show. So yeah, and he was like, oh yeah, this is Euclidean geometry. And I was like, how the hell is that Euclidean geometry? I feel like I've said Euclidean geometry so many times this vlog, basically. But apart from that, I haven't. We had house matches today, which was netball. It was like the inter-house singing competition, but it's a little bit like that. My arm's getting tired. Damn, the calendar's in the way. This little thing is nifty. Let's take you out your case. I'm not really allowed to, but I do anyway. You're not gonna last like that. I'm sorry. I'll just stick you there. There you go, that's a little bit better. And my arms are starting to get a little bit numb. So, apart from that, there wasn't much difference. My house won all the games that I played. Well, not that I played, but that we played. Basically, my house won all the games that we did end up playing, which was 3 games. It was 3 games. That's 3. And so yeah, 3 games. We ended up winning the 3 games. It was 2-0 to one house. No. Like 4-0 to the another house, and then 6-4 to another house. So basically my house won, well, not my house, but the house I'm in won all 3 games that we played. So, and I don't know how the boys went on because that was just for girls netball, and that was just for my year, so I have no idea about like the rest of the houses, and no, not the rest of the houses, but the rest of the year groups, because I am in the middle of the school, so there's like 7, 8, 10 and 11 after me, or after me and before me. So slot you back in. But yeah, so that was just for my year, so I really don't know how the rest of them went. I really hope they did, because I still have a grudge on the Red House because they won in the singing competition, and I was kind of mad at them for it, and I'm still kind of mad at them for it. So, but I think we did pretty good on the football as well, which was the last day of term, but I wasn't vlogging back then, because I kind of stopped in a way. But yes, it's been a very, very long day, and literally what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get into this big old onesie or some other sort of pyjamas, and I'm going to go to bed, because I know I've only been back at school 2 days, but those 2 days I've got up ridiculously early, and then I also got up ridiculously early on Wednesday when I had to take my brother to school. So, and hopefully this vlog gets done quickly, because, well, to be honest, I'm not planning on doing anything on my laptop. I'm just gonna write, I think. Oh yeah, and I did, in the story I'm writing at the moment for chapter 16, because there's like 24 chapters, I think I've explained it to you. In chapter 16, one of the characters speaks fluent French, and I was like, I have used Google Translator for this. It's not going to be right. So at the end of the day today, because I had French last, I spoke to my French tutor. It was like, oh, I've been writing this story, and in part of it, this guy speaks French, and can you have a look at it? Do you know, like, does it look right? Do you know what it says? And she looked at it and it was like, he smiled isn't French. And I was like, no, the speech is French. What he says is in French, not the story. I haven't written the story in French. It's just that little part. But I didn't like run at her. I was like, no, it's just that little speech. The story's not in French. Basically, I just said it is that little speech. And she said, yeah, it looks good. And I was like, but do you know what it says? It doesn't have to, does you know what it says? But I was like, okay, thanks, miss, and then I left. Because I didn't want to, I should have asked what it said, really. I should have asked, do you know what this says? That would have cleared, because I know what I wanted it to say. It was supposed to say, when I first met you, I couldn't take my eyes off you, and I'm glad we went out tonight. I know it's kind of cheesy, I think, but I don't know if it actually says that in French, so I don't know. I don't know if it actually says it in French, but I'm just going to take it as her word, and she said it was right, so, and even if it isn't right, it's not the end of the world, because I did kind of want the characters to, like, I did kind of want him to mess up a little bit, because it's been a while since, his friend taught it to him, so maybe he could have got a few words mixed up. If somebody does end up telling me, you got this word wrong, you got this word wrong, this means something completely different, I can like message them back and be like, yeah, if it's completely right, then that's fine, but if it is a little bit wrong, or I'll be like, yeah, that's what I was going for, like, he kind of gets it wrong a little bit because he hasn't spoken it in a while. So, I am ranting. How long? 2 hours! I'm going to get dressed for bed. If you did enjoy, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe down below, look at my hand that's got writing on, and I will see you guys tomorrow.